What's up, guys? You already know who it is. Your favorite stoner, your girl, Chef T, and this is a relaunch of Keeping It Kush Casual. I want to thank you guys so much for joining here with me today. I know it's been a while, it's been some months, it's been a very long time, and obviously you can see I'm in a different area, I'm in a different kitchen. A lot of things have been going on since then, so let's do a quick clip of what I've been going through. Now that that's done and you're all caught up, let me give you a rundown on how this episode is gonna go and for future more to come. Kush Casual will be filmed at least once a week, but throughout the week I will also be filming a day in the life, living and eating with your girl Chef T. Little more about me on what I do in my day-to-day. I'm now a cannabis chef, private chef, and now I own my own meal plan company called Chef T's Mean Cuisines. You'll be seeing little tutorials on my TikTok and on my Instagram on how I make my meal plans and how you can get my meal plans here in the DMV area. But forget about that. Today's a different day, guys. Today is 420! And what we're making today is easy peasy 3-ingredient cannabis brownies. I'm so excited. We're going to an aquarium today. We're going out. We're having a good time. It's the first 420 since, COVID has happened, since we have not been able to go outside. So let's get down to business. Let's get to the ingredients. I have my Ghirardelli brownie mix. I have my water, my egg, my pecans. It doesn't say that on the mix, but I like a little texture, so I'm adding my own pecans. And the recipe calls on the box. You can read it here. It'll say it right on here. On the box, it says a half a cup of vegetable oil, but we're using 9 grams of cannabis butter. So let's get started. Okay, so to get started on your easy peasy pot brownies, because I want these as potent as possible, and I used 9 grams of cannabis to only 1 stick of butter, I'm only gonna use half of this bag, which means you're gonna cut your recipe into half. So I'm going to cut the bag. I'm going to pour out about half of this brownie mix. Now, don't throw this away, because when it comes to other recipes or cake balls or other treats you want to make, you got it here. I always save this. When you want to do, a nice brookie, and you have like your cookie dough in the fridge, and you want to just dollop some brownie mix inside, or a little stony, that's what you're gonna do, girl. So the next thing is, you can't exactly cut an egg in half, so we're gonna add just the whole egg. I'm gonna add all of my butter content. Now, before I add my water, I'm just going to do a light mix on these things, because you can always add more water, but you can't take it out once it's already in your mix, which is a really good note you guys should always keep to yourselves. Like, you can always add product, but you can't take it out once it's in there. Okay, this brownie mix does look nice and loose, but the recipe does require a little bit of water, so I'm going to add, this is a 1/4 cup, I'm going to add half of this. We're gonna mix well. A good tip for you guys who like regularly use brownie mix for me, you know, because today was national holiday of 420. I just made a quick pit stop at the supermarket and did this you know, really easy. I don't have to think about it. But usually I'll make my brownies. If you ever have your brownie mix and it is too watery, all you have to do is add a little cocoa powder and a little bit more flour and you'll be good to go. Do not ever think you've completely ruined something. Don't even worry about it. So before I add my pecans in, I'm gonna grease up my pan. As you can see here, I have the pan with the foil. I'm about to grease it and I have all the edges here so we can get all the product in this pan. The reason why I have the foil is for it comes out of your pan very easily. No crumbs left behind, easy for cutting, and I'll show you what to do with the scraps after. All right, so I've greased my pan. You can see how glistening it is. It's not the foil. I'm gonna take my pecans. They're whole right now, but pecans are so delicate that you can just crumble them right in there. All good to go. We're gonna do just a light mix now. Get it super nicely incorporated. Look at this, guys. Look at it. I wish you can smell it. It literally smells so good. So I have my pan right here. And we're just gonna do a nice pour right over this. It's gonna be good today, you know, we're going with good vibes, good people. Me and my sister are going out. It's gonna be lots of fun. Her boyfriend's coming, my girlfriend's coming, a little bit of a double date. So now this is all in the pan. I'm just gonna spread it evenly. You wanna make sure it's everywhere nicely coated on your pan. You don't want your brownies to be uneven. Even like the chocolate chips and the pecans, make sure they're like all over this brownie. So if you want to get all the bubbles out, let's just do a quick pat on the countertop to knock out all those bubbles. Into the oven we go. All right, guys, brownies are here and done. So what we're gonna do, because they're still super warm, we're gonna just lift and put it right on the cutting board. All right, so we're just gonna lower the foil here. I have my knife right here, and we're gonna get to cutting. So now that my brownies are nice and cut up on a cutting board, I have my piping bag of white chocolate. I didn't think to get the green dye. I have no idea why. But have some white chocolate here, have a couple of really cute sprinkles that I'm just gonna drizzle and sprinkle right over. Let's do that. Alright guys, so here is the finished product, and now the scraps. You cannot throw these away. So what I'm going to do, because they're nice and cooled down, so I have my knife right here, and for one, what you can do is you can crumble them up with your finger, put them in a bowl, put a little bit of cream cheese frosting in it, and then dip them in either dark chocolate, any kind of chocolate you want. And you have brownie cake balls with cream cheese frosting. And it has little pecans in it, so it's a great combination. But what I'm going to do with it, because I just brought a whole pint of Napoleon ice cream, I'm gonna dice these up into small itty bitty bites. I'm gonna freeze them, and I'm gonna make them little infused brownie toppers for my ice cream for a nice little treat at the end of the night. So let's get to dicing. All right, so I have my brownies in a nice bag. I tried to get all the air out as much as I could and put it really flat so it can all evenly get frozen. And we're gonna do it for at least 24 hours, 5 to 6 hours. I know that's a big difference, but just enough for them to get frozen. There's no actual time on. Okay, now that that's done, I'll show you the results on my next video. We have our brownies here. Our chocolate is just about hard. And there you have it. How cute is that? Thumbnail! Let's get them nice and packaged so we can get on our day. Alright guys, so final product in the boxes, ready to go for our day. Should we try one together? I already had a taste while the camera was off. Yeah, I can probably tell. Bon appetit. This is so good. You can't even taste it again, but not there. So that's it for today, guys. Until next time, stay high. You already know who it is. Your girl T, and this was Keeping It Kush Casual.